super duper duper late. And I am so sorry. So sorry. Hi, honey. How are you? Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. How are y'all? Okay, can y'all like do something for me? I want y'all to like let other people know that we are on here today. Can y'all go share the link on your page, please? Please go share the link on your page. Share it on my page. Tag people. Let people know we are on YouTube and we're doing a YouTube live. Good evening, y'all. How are y'all doing? Good night. Good night. Good night. I was late. I went to get done and then I went to get McDonald's and then I was running late. Can y'all like just go and let people know that we're on live and we will be talking about everyone like the video so more people can be notified. Really and truly, darling, thank you for that. Everybody like the video so more people could be notified. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Good night, y'all. Good night. How y'all doing? Good evening. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Okay. So, you're always eating, not my fault. I love food. I love food, not my fault. I love I love food. I really love food. I love food. Food gets me through the day. It gets me through the day. Okay. How do you copy the link? Okay. So you basically, there is somewhere on the video that says share, under the video that says share. So you click on share, then something else will come up and you click on copy link and that's how you copy the link. It's very easy, very straightforward. Anyway, how y'all doing, love muffins? Good night, good evening. What is going on? What is happening? So tonight we will be talking about, you're welcome, darling. Tonight we'll be talking about mothers using their kids as a weapon against the kids' fathers. Thank you, hi. Oh, thank you, hi. So we'll be talking about mothers using their kids as a weapon against the child's father. All right? So, last night, I got a call from a friend who was very frustrated. He was beyond, oh my God, it's the queen. The queen is under the live. Hi, honey, how are you? Miss Royalty, I bow to you. I bow to you, my love. If your Facebook is linked to your YouTube and you're viewing, just add to your news feed. Yeah, thank you, baby. Thank you. My head itching, like I want to take that out because my head itching, like it's really itchy. I really just want to take it out. Oh, Jesus, I want to take it out and I'm gonna take it out after the live. So yes, last night a friend of mine called me and he was so frustrated. He was beyond frustrated, and our conversation is why I'm having this live tonight on YouTube. He called me and he was, thank you, darling. Thank you, love. Mwah. Thank you, baby. Royalty loves my content. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, so he called me and he was very frustrated, and he said to me that he is at a point where if he happened to see his child mother, he might hurt her. So I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? And I know for the past months, from the time the child was born, he have been having issues. He's not able to see his child. He is not able to, he has spent a lot of money to get that child what that child wants. He sent me pictures of all the stuff he purchased for his child from before the child was born. He showed me receipts, he showed me stuff that he, like newborn baby stuff that he got the baby before the baby was even born. And because he's no longer with the mother, all right, he's no longer with the mother, whatever happened and they broke up, and she refused to let him see his child. She refused to allow him to see his child. Now, this is this man's first child. And when you bring a man to tears for not being able to see his child, his seed, you are pushing that man to a level that the man probably doesn't even want to get to. And a lot of times we find the law being sympathetic towards women. The law is for women. I should know because, you know, I'm a lady. But the law is for women. And the law always, for some reason, give these women right for the things that they do. And let me make you understand something. And some women, they take that and they use it to their advantage. A lot of y'all women are out there, and a lot of y'all always on Facebook talking about men are shit. Men not taking care of their children. Men are not doing this. Men are not doing that. Men are cheating. Men are no. Y'all be talking, and I be listening, and I be hearing y'all, and I be sympathizing with y'all. But at the same time, we have some very evil women out there. Evil women. If you have a man who is dying and who is begging you to be in his child's life, you as a woman, you as the child mother, you as his ex have to allow him to be in his child's life. It is your right as a mother. You cannot for any reason keep a child away from his mother, from his father. Especially y'all women out there, when y'all know y'all still want the fathers and the father don't want y'all. Or the father have moved on and the father is in another relationship. Y'all believe the best way to get to him and the best way to hurt him is to keep him away from his child. And then y'all go to child services, and child services for some reason always give y'all women right. The court always give y'all right, but a lot of y'all women are out there and y'all are evil. And y'all like to do things to hurt men. And let me tell you something, if a man can call me and cry on the phone to me and express how frustrated he is, because he cannot see his child, his first and only child. Because a mother decides that because she say, oh, I still have feelings for you, and he doesn't want to revisit the past, that she feel the only way she could hurt him is by keeping this child away from him. And you go out there, or y'all go out there and y'all say, oh, he never give the child nothing. He never do nothing for the child. But for this particular situation, I know that he have gone out of his way. Even when he wasn't working, he would do what he have to do to other things for his child. So when his child come into this world, that his child came and his child would have everything that his child need. And you know what that man had to do? I don't know how many of y'all remembered. I don't know how many of y'all remembered the, how they call it, the child that they found abandoned. I don't know how many of y'all remember that. The man, he had stuff that he purchased for his child way before the child was born, like stuff for newborn babies. He never got the opportunity to give it to his child. He never got the opportunity to hold his child. He never had the opportunity to smell his child, to love his child. He had to give the newborn stuff away to the baby that they found they left on the streets, next to the road, whatever. He had to take his baby's newborn stuff because his child has outgrown these things. His child is almost a year now. So the child no longer needs the newborn baby stuff or whatever it is. So he had to give it away. And he had to order more stuff thinking that he will be able to see his child. Mothers, I am telling y'all, I am being quite honest with y'all. And I know I don't have kids. I know I might never have kids. But understand me when I tell you, if a father wants to be in his child's life, no matter whether or not you still have feelings for that father, no matter whether or not, sorry, you still want to be with the father, you have feelings for the father, you have ill feelings towards the father, you're upset because the father left you to be for another woman, you do not have the right as a mother to keep a child away from its father. Every child needs a father. Give him the opportunity to be in his child's life. Give him the opportunity to love his child. It's rare getting a dad to be interested in co-parenting in these days. In these trying times. So why do that? I don't get it. And that is what I don't understand. There are people who would really want the child father to be in the child's life, and they cannot even do it because the father is a deadbeat. But in this particular situation where you see my friend is frustrated, he is so frustrated to the point where he had to go and started doing yoga to calm himself, to calm his mind, and I just, honestly, y'all, that is a very hurtful thing. I don't like to hear things like that. I don't like hearing y'all. And if you love your child, you're not gonna use your child as a weapon to hurt somebody else. You're not gonna use your child as a weapon to hurt somebody else. And a lot of y'all women out there, I know some of y'all don't do it on your own will. A lot of y'all family encourages y'all to do the things that y'all do. But when your back are against the wall, that same family who say, oh, they let him see the child. No, because he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't want to be with you. Eventually, people fall in and out of love. And people want to move on. People don't believe in remaining stagnant. People don't believe in remaining in situations where they're not happy. So at the end of the day, if your relationship wasn't working and you ended up being pregnant and you'll break up during the pregnancy, so be it. But if you have a man who is willing to spend his money, who is willing to do what he has to do to make his child happy and to be in his child life, you allow that man to do his job as a father. And a lot of y'all be on Facebook, y'all like to play victim. A lot of y'all women out there, y'all like to play victim, and that is your problem. Y'all like to play like y'all do no wrong. Y'all like to play like y'all never have a problem. Y'all like to play like because the law is for y'all. And even if the father take y'all to court, even if the father do what he has to do, the law for some reason always find a way to make y'all right. The law for some reason always find a way to make y'all right. And y'all be lying. I just don't understand why some of y'all could be so bitter and so salty and so like heartless. That's how I see it. Because the only way, my thing is, as a mother, if you're trying to keep a man, and I might be wrong, but that is just my opinion and that is just the way I view life. If you as a mother see it fit to not let a father see his child, maybe you're not certain that's the father. Maybe you are not certain that's the father. I don't know. It's just so many things that I could think of that is wrong. Or that could be the reason for you to be behaving the way that you behave as a mother. This is serious implications down the line. This is sad and this is ridiculous. Certainly. But last night, let me tell y'all, if y'all could have heard, or if y'all heard that man's voice, the frustration in his voice, to see a grown-ass man get to this point where he's in tears because he wants to see his child. That's what he has always wanted. He have always wanted a child that is his. He have always wanted a child to love, to call his own. And now that he finally have what he always wanted, because of a mother being salty, he is unable to be in that child's life. All he wants is to be in his child's life. If they're not certain, they can take a DNA. No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that they're not certain. What I'm saying is, when I think about it, if a mother do not want a child or a father to be in a child's life, maybe it's because she doesn't want, or she's not sure whether or not that is really the child's father. That is how I'm looking at it. But I'm saying to you guys that at the end of the day, a lot of y'all, and that is the problem, a lot of y'all get pregnant and y'all get pregnant from one night stands. A lot of y'all get pregnant and because y'all be having sex with people that y'all are not in love with. You understand? Y'all be having sex with people that y'all are not in love with. That's another thing. And then you'll end up getting pregnant. Chivalry still exists very much, and we ignore that men go through it too. Society has deemed men to be Superman. They too have feelings, and that is so correct. We have some really, really good men out there. We have some men that would walk on fire to take care of the woman that they love and to make sure that their child is well taken care of. Just like we find the deadbeat man, we will find the good man. We will find the good men just as we get the bad seeds. The audacity of some women, agree with you. Some women have some really, really bad, they have some really bitter. What I don't understand is, how can you use a child that you say you love as a weapon? How can you say you love that child and you don't want him to have that male figure in his life to teach him the ropes, to teach him right from wrong, to show him the way, where you as a mother really don't have to work to make sure that child is taken care of, because the father is doing what he's supposed to do, and even more than he's supposed to do, to make sure that you and his child is well taken care of. What is better than that? What is more important than that? I don't know, and I don't understand, and I honestly cannot understand why you would want to keep a father away from a child that is his. Why would you want to keep a child away from a man that you once loved? Why would you want to keep a man away from his child? I don't understand. And the thing is, the law, I think the law really needs to revisit. We really need to revisit the law, because a lot of times y'all are out there and y'all are doing these men wrong, and y'all take these men to child services. Y'all do these men a lot of bad things. Y'all prevent these men from seeing their kids. Y'all keep the kids away from them. Y'all tell them really bad things to really hurt them and bruise their ego. Y'all try to drag their name and tell people like they don't be doing anything for their child. They never come to see their child. They never spend time with their child, and you know damn well you are lying. But you know, as a woman, as a mother of a newborn baby, when you go out there and you give these type of stories, people will believe and sympathize with you without even trying to get the next side of the story. And that is the problem with society. Society most times listen to one side of the story, and they take that story and they run with it and they use it to suit themselves. I am saying to you that if you are a mother out there and you are pregnant, or you have a newborn baby, or it could be a baby that is 10, 15 years, it's okay if the father didn't want to be in the child's life when the child was a baby. But now that the child is 16, the child is 6, he is ready to be a father. He's ready to pick up where he left off. You as a mother, I'm not saying that you have to make it easy for him, but if that's what he wants to do, you allow him to do it. Facts. God doesn't sleep though. He knows and sees all things. All things in darkness comes to light. And let me tell you something. My grandmother had something saying, "Tout ça qui fait te faire noir, qu'elle vient à cléter." My grandmother